Oh man, waiting for the wife at Ulta, so I figured I'd make a video while I'm sitting here waiting. I wanted to talk about our original sin. I mean, it's just another example of Christianity is diametrically opposed to Jesus. They just get everything wrong with Jesus. That's why it's very rare do Christians ever follow Jesus, actually. He was actually a good man, but there's some other debates but the actual words that he said are pretty good. Whether it's true, whether he's a real character and did other things or not, that's for a different debate. But he said you got to become like children to inherit eternal life, or just be saved. You can't enter the kingdom of heaven. So that implies you got to do good works. It's not this faith alone thing, like Paul made. Paul, I don't worry about him. You got to focus on Jesus. If that's who you're following, unless it's called Paulianity, I don't know. Stop being Christians, because Christ is not even as a term for. It's a drug use term. Just you got to follow Jesus, and that's it. Christianity bastardizes everything. Okay, you believe in this original sin. How wicked of a concept. No, you're not born sinful. You learn it. You're innocent like a child for many years. Okay, that's symbolic to how we need to become again. Otherwise, we can't obtain that consciousness of Jesus. What he's talking about. So Christians just don't get it. They constantly bastardize everything. They're the sinners that they're the sinners that they call everybody. They're projecting what they are. They're condemned by their condemning. The whole doctrine's condemning, inherently condemning. It's my way or the hell way. We got the truth. All the rest is going to hell. It's not Jesus. Maybe some of the parts may been corrupted, but overall, he says you have to become like a child. And he says, I did not come for the righteous, but for the sinner. So that obviously means you can be righteous. And then there's the wicked sinners. So that flies in the face of original sin. So you Christians need to become like Jesus, not like Christianity of the institution. Okay? There's no original sin. That's a wicked Jewish doctrine or a Christian doctrine, not a Jesus doctrine. You didn't mention the word or anything applied to that. Just that man gradually becomes wicked. That's it.